praises to the Most High today. All praises to the Most High because He is so worthy to be praised. Hallelujah. 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 I hope you guys can hear me. I was gonna attempt to do a reading earlier, but Spirit told me to hold off on doing cards at that particular time. So I just checked in again. They told me I can come on now and do me a message for today. So we're gonna start out with us an opening with a word of inspiration. All right, from the you a bad girl. Okay, I ain't gonna say I'm a bad girl, but I don't want to say this whole word today. But the actual deck it says you are a badass. All right. So we're gonna get a word of inspiration, and we're gonna move off of this here into our message for today. I'm just reading a few messages on today, and Spirit been giving me some wonderful insights on some things real early this morning. So I kind of looked into that a little bit as well. And then when I was just listening to one of my videos, I actually talked about this same topic a year ago, but at that time I didn't know exactly what I was talking about. But now it makes sense, okay? But anyway, we're moving on. So the card it says, follow your fantasies, okay? It says to follow your fantasies. It says here, what What do you fantasize about often? You're start. I need some more light, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Because I'm sitting in the dark. Y'all can see me. Hey, y'all. I'm sitting in the dark a little bit. Give me just a second. Because I can't hardly see this too well. Let's see. Because this phone got the boot up and all that. It says, what do you fantasize about when you're staring out the window of a train or before you go to sleep at night? Are you on stage doing stand-up comedy in front of thousands of fans? Are you surrounded by your beautiful children in the coziness of home ever? Do this exercise as if money were not an issue. Tap into what brings you great joy instead of what you think you need to do to survive. If you had an unlimited supply of cash, what would you spend your life doing? If that ain't an on time word, I don't know what else is. Especially with me, for one, getting the downloads I got this morning, like somebody portraying to be me, potentially, maybe even in could be some real celebrities. Okay. And then not only that, I am going through a financial bind at the present. So when I say this is an on time word, it really is, okay? But it says to follow your fantasies. Being in movies never really been a fantasy of mine, but I know I am a great actress when I want to be because I took some classes, even though it was in high school, but I enjoyed when I was in DECA. I enjoyed being in theatrics, okay? I enjoyed that. I played Frederick Douglass' wife in a stage play, and then we did other various plays, okay? So it's not like it's not something I can't do. It's really too much of nothing I can't do, but it's a way to do anything versus um, potentially manipulating somebody's energy, okay, to make your pocket fat. Okay, y'all see what I'm saying? All right. Now, so Spirit, that's a very good, wonderful message. I think we're already starting out on a good note here. So we're gonna go now. We're gonna ask the guides Okay, it says to follow your fantasies. So yeah, I am in a financial bind, and it's really only so much I can do at the present. Okay, because for one, I really ain't got to get into it, but you know, I'm just gonna leave it as that. The Most High gonna help me get back on my feet. All right, but I hate the price I'm having to pay because of what other people are getting caught up doing. Okay, when it comes to me, like I don't have a right to stand up for myself, and I do. And it just by me standing up for myself should mean that I should have to keep losing everything that I own or have, or I shouldn't be going the route that I'm going because of other people manipulation either. Okay. All right, Spirit. So let's talk about this. And I think this is a beautiful card. We're going to get them all out first, you guys, and then we're going to come back and look into what we have. We're going to just go through what we have here, okay? And then we're going to come back and read on this. I think I passed a couple. Let me go back over this deck, y'all. I think I passed maybe one or two. Okay, I'm feeling that one. I think I passed like. Okay, look like we got a total of 4 cards out here. Okay, all right. So the first one to come out is freedom. Okay, freedom been coming out a lot. When I be asked going to the guys deck. Okay, we have freedom. Okay, and then we have here rescue. Okay, we have adventure, and then we have connection. All right, so I feel like the freedom. Okay, so you have to be. We got rescue, we got adventure, and we got connection. So it seemed like really spirit really came in and intervened and rescued me from some type of connection. All right. And it may have been really an adventure because of maybe how something may have been done. All right. That's really what I'm seeing here. Spirit intervened. Okay. They came and rescued me out of something. Okay. To give me my freedom. All right. From some type of connection. Okay? That's really what I'm seeing there. And when you look at the adventure can be just that. But the thing about it, even though you may have been on an adventure, whether knowing or unknowingly, your guardian angels was there in the midst of everything that you was going through. Okay? That's really what I'm more so picking up here. And then on top of this, we got the runner guide. 3 of these cards, 3 out of the 4 is the runner guys. All right, and that right there is telling me something, especially with the runner guide. Uh, Even we're gonna look at this, but when I think of the runner guy, a runner is somebody that runs, right? Okay, so that tells me whatever it was that was being done. All right. Uh, I feel like it was something that it wasn't done in an upright way, for one. Probably also was done in a way that the Most High wouldn't have wanted me to be involved with something. Because nobody should be one to press to run if they aren't guilty of doing something, right? Okay, so somebody was doing something that I want to say, what is a word that I can say? So somebody could have been doing something, okay, could have been some form of injustice, okay, because injustice is more like a runner guide, something that's done on a negative sense, okay. see this as. Okay. So, with that being said, we're going to put the adventure card first because that's your guardian angel. Your guardian angel was with you through this adventure, right? Okay. And then we got this connection. We're going to, because somebody had you in some type of connection, whether knowingly or unknowingly. And then we got rescue, the rescue here, along with the freedom. Okay? It can go either way, either freedom, rescue, or rescue freedom. Okay? All right? So that can go either way. So I'm just going to, let's go by the numbers. You got 54 and you got 51. So we'll leave it like we got it. We'll leave it rescue freedom. All right? So, looking at the runner's guide, let me get this phone out and get me just a tad bit more light here, okay? So I can read some of this out of the book. All right, so we got 3 runner guides. All right. Wow, if I had to put this, y'all, I really did this in the dark, true enough, but the numbers, I'm going to show you. Oh, no, I can't show you. I'm sorry, the phone is in the upright. Maybe y'all can see it. Y'all see how them cards is down there. That's the one I read. Hope y'all can see that. Okay. All right. It's 50, 53, and 54. That's the number of the cards. I think that's cool. All right. So, we was want to look at the runner guides. I'm not going to read so much of what the actual card is really actually talking about, but I more so just want to tell you what this runner guide message is for these cards. Okay, so let's look at card number 50 first. Okay, card number 50. All right, that's what we're going to start at. Card number 50. Cool. Give me a second. Okay, 50. Here we go. And this is the runner guide message for number 50. It says, take a breath, stay grounded and calm. We will bring you what you are looking for. Trust. Okay? It says to what? It says to stay grounded. First, it said to take a breath. Take a breath, stay grounded. Okay? It says, and calm. It says, stay calm. It says, we will bring you what you are looking for. Okay, that's what it is. Say to trust. All right. So that right there is the connection. That is the runner guide. Okay. Now let's go to card number 53. Card number 53. That's the one that talks about the what? The rescue. And that one says to stop and listen. Guidance will come when the inner noise quiet down. You will not miss your opportunity. All will be well. Okay? So these two cards are already really kind of lined in with what? Follow your fantasies. The card that I read in the beginning, if you actually really think about it. Okay? All right? So the final one is card number 54. And that runner guy's message, it says, you are not trapped. A more fulfilling life awaits you when you let go of limiting dependencies and trust your spirit and not your fears to lead. It says, find your courage. Pay attention to your runners as they point the way. Then fly. Okay? So those are the runner guides right there. Okay? Now, still, when I read these, okay, that can be done on 2 perspectives as well, right? So this could be uh, seen as a fulfillment for you, or this can also be seen as a fulfillment of who? The runner, okay? The one that may be either knowingly or unknowingly that they was doing something that was unjust. Okay? All right. Now, I can see that both ways. Now, so we're gonna get just a few. We ain't gonna get many, you guys. We may just look into this very briefly, okay? Just to see what else Spirit would like to share, what they would like to add on to this. I'm not gonna go deep into this. I really don't want to dwell on this. And for this to be the same kind of like topic to come out, this tells me whoever behind the scene that had a hand in this person still kind of like, I'm still picking up on that person, okay? It's not like I'm digging for that person because I wanted to come and just talk to Spirit, but with the flow of things and how it's coming out and what he was already telling me about this morning in Spirit, I mean, it flow, this the way it's gonna flow, okay? All right. So I just saw 15:55 on the timer. So Spirit, I like the flow of this. Okay, I'm not being negative about the situation, but think about it. When you know truth, when you know what's from what, it really calms you anyway. All right, because it don't make no sense me going out acting a fool about this situation. Okay, because according to my reading, this something been going on probably a long time anyway. It's just that the freedom done come now. The rescue came. All right, to cut that type of connection. All right. So Spirit, let's start out with the. We actually gonna start out with the runners. All right. So let's look first at the connection. What is that all about with the connection? What is this all about with the connection? Is this in reverse, y'all? Hold on. Take that out my deck in reverse. So with the connection and with the six of meals coming out here, with the connection coming out here, this tells me whoever, whatever this connection is, it was something that was kind of like in the public's eye. All right. So what this is dealing with, it was in the public eye. Okay. So something was seen by the general public or by the world public. Okay. The Six of Wands talks about that. Okay. Talks about public recognition. It talks about you being in the public. People are being able to see you. Okay. All right. So we see the connection and we see what's going on with the connection. All right. So tell me more about this public eye. Uh, Tell me more about this Six of Meals. This same as a Six of Wands. We got judgment. So it's been some type of assessment and awakening. All right. So it's been some type of awakening to something. All right. And we kind of seen that. What did I say? The guardian angels came in, right? Okay. So it's been an assessment and awakening with this judgment card coming out here. Okay, because uh, something to do with this connection. Okay, that was seen in the public eye. All right. Okay. Tell me about this rescue. Now with the rescue, we got the Hierophant. We got a Hierophant coming out there. Now this Hierophant, that could be anybody. Okay. It could be anybody. That could be somebody that could be a part of an institution. That's a part of something. Okay. Okay. That can be the Most High itself. Some people like to look at the Hierophant as that. Okay. A higher God. Could be the Most High himself. Came and rescued you. Because he already had the guardian angels around you. Okay. The guardian angels have been on you since, been with you since you've been going through this adventure, either knowing or unknowing. And in my case, it was very unknowing because I ain't in the public eye, but somebody was. Okay. I don't have enough YouTube, no, too many subscribers on either one of my platforms to say that this is just me. but it was something connected to me. Uh-huh. So the Most High came and rescued me. He said, daughter, enough is enough. He said, it's time for my daughter to have what? Freedom. So tell me about your freedom. Tell me more about the freedom. And with the freedom, look at that. Of all cards, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pleasure. Because there's been some work going on. Not only has it been work, it's been some accomplishments. Education. It's been a lot going on that's been accomplished. A hell of a lot went on. Okay. When you think of an Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Some said, I need to give y'all a view. Some of y'all may need to know what all this Eight of Pentacles details. Hold on, let me get this information. But some telling me I might want to read that one off for the ones that may not be too into tarot. But Spirit want me to read this out to you. Give me just a second. Sorry for the pause. Sometimes these messages, they can shift as I'm going through them. And sometimes I don't already have things kind of ready, but I can get ready real fast because my father said, be ready. Okay. So I can get ready real fast. All right. Okay. So we're going to talk about this Eight of Pentacles real quick. And that's the freedom. Freedom from what? Dedication, craftsmanship, and the pursuit of mastery through hard work, skill development, and focused effort, often showing a craftsman diligently working to perfect his trade. It represents methodical progress, commitment to quality, and finding purpose in skilled labor, suggesting that consistent practice leads to expertise and success. Y'all see now why that card is a good card for that freedom. Okay. So, the final card, like I said, the guardian's been with you since you've been on an adventure, either knowingly or unknowingly. But let's talk about adventure. Well, we actually got two adventure. We got two cards. We got here a four of tools, and that's the same as a four of swords. Okay. And then you have the sun there. Okay. You have the sun there. So with the four of tools, that talks about rest. All right. Coming to a rest. God can talk about uh, contemplating, meditate. Okay. Four of swords. Now the sun, that can just tell you, because some people like to say it means something been illuminated. Somebody saw something or somebody knows some truth about something. Also, could talk about new beginnings, free spirit. Um, we'll talk about it. But the Four Swords talks about rest. It talks about recovery and quiet contemplating after a period of turmoil and stress. Do y'all hear that? Okay. And now the sun. Now the sun. And the sun talks about, let's go with, let's go with one more because let's go put Jared on it because he'll be trying to talk about the sun in the sky. Okay. Talks about joy, success, fertility, clarity, and positivity. Okay. Talks about illumination, like I said. Somebody could already know about this. Okay. All right. But something been illuminated. Talks about fulfillment, growth. Okay. So, and like I said, just self expression. Talks about your self expression. Okay. Signifies happiness, achievement. Okay. Um, and a connection with your authentic self. Being yourself, encouraging, okay. Sharing your inner light with the world, okay. All that good stuff. So yeah, and I want to emphasize on that share, okay. It don't mean nobody's supposed to just come in and invade nobody's territories or boundaries either. Okay, I want to put. It's sad. I have to catch myself saying that a lot because of the messages that Spirit done showed me. How much uh people have really done some things. I put it like that without my knowing. Okay, but all in all, that really all adds up. I think it all adds up very well because this right here speaks for you. And not only not and the best part about it, this actually came from my spirit squad. My spirit squad revealed this to me. And I don't want to even go any deeper to look into this. I think since the Most High kind of left this on the surface, I'm going to leave it on the surface as well. Because he already done showed me who had a hand in this. Okay? And I don't need to go no further. All right? So that's pretty much what's going on with that message. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to do one more.